Hello, welcome to AGACAD and the webinar How to Cut Openings in Revit Speedy. My name is Jacob and I am BIM Application Engineer and MEP Engineer here in AGACAD. I want to speak a little bit about our company. AGACAD is creating solutions to accelerate BIM based on the experience of the most advanced BIM users. In this way, we help to reduce BIM stress while saving our clients time and money by eliminating unnecessary BIM tasks. So AGACAD is creating solutions for BIM execution and LOD quantity control. You may know our company as Tools for Revit. So AGACAD is a professional developer of BIM software and add-ons that are compatible with Autodesk Revit, and we are authorized developers of Autodesk. So AGACAD was among the first Autodesk authorized developers globally to create productivity applications for Autodesk Revit starting in 2007. So AGACAD has been an authorized partner for 25 years since 1988, and we are the oldest Autodesk authorized training center in Europe. So we share the world's BIM leaders' practice. It's in our solution. So we have more than 8,000 Revit users all over the world that uses Tools for Revit and BIM solutions in their daily work. So we continuously develop our existing solution while also creating new ones based on the needs of our clients. Here you can see our team, and the most important value of our team is customer engagement. We strive to respond to every client needs. So we have a lot of different workers like engineers, programmers, BIM experts, and so on. So we are working to build the best BIM. Our team is driven by our customers' needs. There are benefits we strive to deliver to our customers, like less stress in daily work, easier BIM, satisfaction with return on investment, and so on. So our promise to the customer is to reduce BIM stress. We help to eliminate tasks that do not create value. The Tools for Revit extension and BIM solutions significantly extend the capabilities of Revit to avoid many headaches and save time. Here you can see the solutions that can do that. So in the left side, you can find the sustainability tools for calculation of energy. Down here you can find the smart browser for the library browsing. Here you can find the things for structural engineers. As well, we have little solutions that can increase your work productivity. Here you can find the MEP engineering that goes for sprinklers, diffusers, heating, and so on. As well, we have BIM Tree Manager that goes for management of the BIM projects. But today I want to speak about the cut opening. So the cut opening is a solution that creates holes around MEP line based elements like ducts, pipes, cable trays, and conduits when they meet structural elements like walls, floors, ceilings, beams, and so on. So I don't want to speak more about this solution. I just want to go to my Revit and to show what we do have. So here I have a little project, little samples for ducts, pipes, cable trays, and conduits, and the solution is working using interference check from Revit and the cut opening. So in the very beginning, what you should do, you should run interference check, for example, in between ducts and walls. So that will go for this sample block. After this, what do we have? We have the interference report that is able to be exported. So I will export that on my desktop for ducts and walls. I will save that, and I will close this dialog block, and I'm going to the cut opening. At the very beginning, the cut opening, we have to do some configurations for the cut openings. So let's go here, and you will see very simple dialog block. Here you can assign to auto join the openings if you will have the distance in between them less than 200, or if you will have the intersection like this, you can do the opening or you cannot. As well, you can assign the minimal opening size, for example, for the width, for the height, as well for the diameter. So after you configure your cut opening solution, you can go to read the interference check data. So you should browse that HTML file that we just saved from the Revit interference check, and we will get all the information here in this dialog. At the very beginning, the solution shows the report about the removed elements that do not fit the our configurations. If you want, you can look at the report. So we have the ducts that was too small according our configurations. After this, we have the dialog block with all the parameters that goes for ducts as well for the host element. So I am able to show or not to show the host element here. As well, we have integrated the dynamic section box into the solution. That means if I will click on the element, it will cut all elements around it, and it will let you to see the place where the line-based element meets the structural element. At the left side of the dialog block, you can see the configuration of grouping. So here I'm grouping the elements according the system types. As well, I can group that according to the level or any parameter that I have integrated in my project. So I have the first level and exhaust here, I have the second level, exhaust and supply here, and so on. So for each of these elements and for each of these configurations, I can add additional information like cut offsetting, like opening shape, as well. I can just go to modify all my elements in the project. Anytime we can add new MEP parameters like type mark, system type, system name, and so on. So it will pop down into the dialog block and we will be able to filtrate according to that. For example, if I will click on system classification, it will just classificate everything by this. If I will click on the size, it will just do everything by size. All the information could be transferred to the external sources like Excel spreadsheets. So you can see that we have the same table as in the Revit. We have the same table here in Excel spreadsheet. So after you will do your all configurations here for the cut openings, opening shapes, and so on, we can go to insert the openings. So that will take only several seconds to insert the openings. The solution is going all around the building and inserting as well auto joining the elements. So after clicking OK, as you can see, we have created the elements, the holes. What do we have here? We have the intersection over here of the duct and the wall. So according to the configuration, include intersection, it created the opening over here. As well we have auto joined elements over here. So this auto join was created according to the configurations as well for auto joining if the elements are near to each other. So we have the configuration for minimum opening size. So if you can see, we do not have the openings around all these elements over here and here. So they are too small to fit our configurations. So anytime, if it's needed, you can auto join the openings using manual join openings function. And as you can see, the openings are auto joined with the same offsets as it was set before. So these possibilities are working not only with the balls and the ducts, it works with all the line-based elements and the structural elements that Revit has. So if I'm going to the interference check, to run the interference check in between pipes, ducts, conduits and cable trays, in between walls, for example ceilings and the floors, so it will find all the places that are that clashes in this project. So again, I will export that to my HTML file, and I will go to the cut opening configurations. I want to set that 100, for example 100 and 100. These configurations will fit to all the elements like ducts, pipes, cable trays and conduits. So after I will press OK, and I will read the interference data from the file that is named all, we will get all the holes into our project. Again, what we will have to do, we can check the report of eliminated elements, and we will get all the information about all our line-based elements and the hosts that are clashing each other. So what we can do, we can insert some additional offsetting for any of these elements. As though the solution is automatically finding the insulation thickness and insulation type for our line-based elements, and it automatically inserts the cut offset according to the insulation thickness. So anytime we can change the opening shape again, as I showed you before. After this, we can export this information, and we are able to send this information to our partners like architects or constructors, structural engineers. So it is not you can not only to insert the elements into the project, as well you can save that as the XML file, and you can send this XML file to your colleague. So after you will save that as the active view, you can close this dialog block, and if you have the colleague that can create openings in all the building, he can use the cut opening free version. So the cut opening has some kind of configurations, auto join and so on. Cut opening free do not have these possibilities, so it can only read the interference check data and insert MEP openings according to the XML file. So what we will do now, we will browse the XML file that we have saved or that we have received from our colleague, and we will know all the configurations about that. So we have all the cut offsets, we have the opening shapes, and so on. So after we will get such information, we will be able to insert the openings into our project. So as you can see, the openings are inserted and we have the openings all around our building. As you can see, we have the openings over here, over here. We have the opening over here. So it doesn't matter, anytime you can use that openings manually and add some additional parameters like cut offset value, and so on. So this solution is really flexible solution because you can send the information to your colleague and he can create the holes in the project. So if I will go to the second floor, I will see the openings over here. So the openings has the graphical representation, and I can open one of these openings, and it is regular Revit family, generic model. We can get inside of this family, and if it's needed, you can change the graphical representation of this family anytime you need. So it is really simple, and it is really helpful to fit your company's needs or your country's standards. So you can change everything in the families, and you can get your own representation of the family. As well, the cut opening can do some calculations. So if I go to modify MEP openings, and I will check, for example, all these elements, and there is a possibility to calculate the elevation, the top and bottom elevation shared, the project, and from the level. So if I go to calculate that, I can add new parameter, elevation from the top of opening, for example. Okay, I will add that, and the solution is automatically calculating the elements elevation. So after I will press OK, all these elements will get that information as a just identity data parameter. So what I can do, I can use that parameter in my tagging, for example. So if I am going to tag the category, I do not have loaded elements, so I'm going here to the annotation and element generic model element tag. So I'm opening that, and again I am placing it on my opening. So I'm going to edit my family, and I want to edit my label. So I will just remove that from the list, and I will add the new parameter from the share parameter file that is named cut opening, and we have elevation from the top of opening. So I'm opening that parameter, I'm saying OK, and I'm adding the label to the parameter. So I say OK, and I have the parameter over here. So I load it back to the project, and as you can see, I have the elevation of my family. So I can use, for example, the tag all possibility for generic models using the leader, for example. I'm adding that. As you can see, I have these elevations of my openings that are on the second floor. As well, I can go to the first floor and do the same for such openings here. So that's how the tagging and the calculating elevation is working in the cut opening. So that is how cut opening is working the regular Revit projects, but in the most cases the MEP engineers and structural engineers and architects are working on linked files. So the cut opening free cannot work with linked files, so it is going back to the toolbar, and we will use just a simple regular cut opening version. So I will close this these dialogues just to open my linked files. So I have the MEP project and the linked architectural model, the same model as before. So if I will go to the real Revit model, you will see that I have some openings over here. So how they was made? They was made using the cut opening. So I will delete these openings all over the building, for example, and I will save that. Okay, so then I will open the linked file. I will see that here is no openings in my model. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to do the interference check in between the ducts and pipes, not the current project, but the linked architectural model that has the real floors, real ceilings, and the real walls. So while I'm clicking OK, it is looking for the clashes in between two different projects. After I will export this information as a linked file, as a HTML file, I will be able to insert the opening elements into my project. But at the very beginning, I have to read the interference check data. And as I did before, I should save the active view as the XML file. So what I'm gonna do, I will add some additional cutoff setting here. I will change the opening shape to the round one, here to the rectangular one, and so on. So it is not possible to click to insert the openings into the model, but it is possible to save the active view as XML file. So I will save that as a linked XML file, and everything was successfully saved. And I'm going back to my architectural model, because the openings could be inserted only in the real model. So I'm going to insert the elements from the XML file, and the XML file is still holding all the information, like not this one, the linked XML file. So the XML file is still holding all the necessary information for the openings, like cut offsets and opening shapes. So after I will click OK, it will go all around the building and it will insert all the openings into the building. So as you can see, I have the openings over here like this. So after I will save this model and I will open the linked cut opening model, the linked architectural things, I will get all the openings in my building. So that's how the cut opening is working with linked files. So that is all what I wanted to show to you today, the cut opening. And I want to say big thanks for all the attendees of the webinar, and we are promoting the BIM industry. We actively support progress in the BIM industry, seeking to ensure a market that offers benefits for all. So our vision is promoting the BIM industry. And we are working for the good of the BIM industry. Together we can build up a better BIM, and we can build up the BIM industry. So we will be looking forward to your ideas and requests concerning to our products further development via the email info@aga-cad.com. So thank you again, and if you will have any kind of questions or suggestions or feedback, please contact us straightly by support@aga-cad.com, or just visit our webpage www.aga-cad.com. So thank you again and have a nice day. Goodbye.